Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. For my dear audience, in this video I will describe some different and much beautiful dry scrap metal welding project ideas or metal working ideas. So dear audience, if we uh, listen in my previous video, I uh, try my best for scrap welding metal art or welding ideas. I also prescribe. But in my that video, scrap metal welding projected um, an iron or different other sculpture. If we talk about uh, a scrap, then different question arise in our mind, like as a what are the effect of a scrap metal, or what is a scrap process, or how does a scrap work, or what is a scrap in chemistry, and what is scrap in metal material, and is a scrap or recyclable, or what is a scrap in steel industry, or what is a scrap iron, or what is the main scrap. If we talk about briefly definition, or what are detail of scrap, or what is the weight of scrap metal, or what is a scrap percentage, or what is a scrap rate, and how do you use scrap metal, how do you test scrap metal with a magnet, how to recycle metal, or what is metal waste, or what are scrap material example, what is one and two scrap metal. It's also many questions arise in our mind. But dear audience, if we talk about what are the effect of scrap metal, then putting scrap in landfill runs the risk of mercury positioning. Then mercury is high potent nitroxen, and exposure to it can impact the function and development of central nervous system in both people and wildlife. Toxic mercury is dangerous to all of us if it accumulates in rivers, lakes, and forests. If we talk about its process, then the process of product scrapping typically involves identifying the quality of faulty substandard products, um, segregating them from the acceptable ones, and disposing of them in a responsible manner. So, scrap product may be recycled, reused, or sold as raw material or spare parts. So, how does scrap work in the scrap business and different others? Though the customer of scrap yard or the uh, refineries that reprocess the metal back into its natural state. In other words, refineries transform finished metal product that were discarded back into raw material that can be used in new manufacturing. So, yeah, if we talk about it, it is in an chemistry. Then a scrap metal is defined as the used metal, which are an important source of alloys and industrial metal, especially in the production of copper, steel, I say, my dear audience, and aluminium, and also in lead and zinc also you can use. So, fair amount of nickel, tin, magnesium, and precious metal are also recovered from the scrap. So, decarburization is a loss of carbon in the surface adjustment zone of the material, contributing factor, a high temperature, and a large amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. At higher temperature, the diffusion rate of carbon is also large. That longer annealing times lead to um, decarburization. So, is one my guys question me that is scrap recyclable? Uh, Scrap material is also for my dear that audience. Scrap metal is also a byproduct of steel manufacturing. So this type of scrap, including clipping, bushing, and skeletons, is easy and valuable to recycle back into the same stream it came from, because it's not altered, means changed, and therefore does not require as much processing. So, steel scrap in steel industry. What is we talk about from these dear audience? Steel that has been previously manufactured and used, and which has then become to the end of its life in that form, can be infinitely recycled. As such, it is another important raw material in steel making. So there are about 20 different grades of scrap that can make different types of new steel. Dear audience, if we talk about what is a scrap iron, then waste pieces are disused articles of wrought iron suitable for reworking. And if we talk about secondly, then cast iron or castings is suitable only for remelting. So, what is a mean scrap? If we talk about its explanation, then fragment of stock removed in manufacturing. And if we talk about it, secondly, then manufactured artisanal or part rejected or discarded and useful only as material for reprocessing, especially waste and discarded metal. So, if we talk about the detail of scrap, then swipers are water-based solution of drug containing high concentration of sugar, other different other. If we talk about its metallity condition, if we talk about its weight of scrap metal, then gross ton or long ton is used most often in the United States and is equal to 2 to 4 pounds. The scale, the most important tool in scrap business. So, dear audience, if we talk about scrap percentage, then the calculation for scrap rate divides this scrap amount by the number of goods companies produced within a specific accounting period. So, this results in a percentage of good that are unusable. The formula of calculating scrap rate is a rate number of scrap item divided by total completed item multiply 100. So, dear audience, it is a mixture formula for scrap percentage mixing. So, dear audience, I think that my video and my ideas inspired you much. If inspired, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video with affectionate, with your affectionate love. So, thank you very much, guys, for your loving. Once again, thank you very much.